This is Jeopardy! Let's meet today's contestants. Player 1.
Yeah!
Player 2. Player 3. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good luck. Here we go into the Jeopardy round. The categories for the Jeopardy round are fictional characters, a hostile takeover, math, TV nostalgia, everyday Italian, and Canada, Mexico, or the United States. All right, let's get back into this. Player 1 has control of the board. In The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, Lucy gets into an old wardrobe and discovers this magical land. Let's hear it, Player 1. Use the Wii remote or press the corresponding direction on the plus. Hey, you're right. Player 1, back to you. Snip, Snap, and Snurr, who star in a series of books, are brothers from this Scandinavian country. It's Player 1. Good. Player 1, pick again. In the Grimm tale, The 12 Dancing Princesses, 12 sisters dance so much that they wear out these every night. Okay, Player 1. Yes. You get to pick again, Player 1. This orphan befriends a goatherd named Peter when she's sent to live with her grandfather in the Swiss Alps. Yes, Player 1. Yes. Please pick again, Player 1. She's the title heroine of Green Gables in a classic 1908 book. It's Player 1. Correct. We return to you, Player 1. Enjoy the Sleep in Heaven Youth Hostel or the Nyhavn Boat Hostel in this capital of Denmark. Player 2. Yeah, good. You again, Player 2. I'm sure the Red Bus Hostel is fine, but the Mellow Mood Central Hostel caught my eye in this capital of Hungary. Yes, Player 1. Yes. Player 1, do the Funky Chicken Hostel or the Butterfly Villa Hostel in this Romanian capital. Okay, Player 1.
Yeah!
That's right. Way to go. Player 1, you pick again, please. It's off to the Hans Brinker Budget Hotel or Dirty Nellie's Inn. Sounds inviting. In this major European city. Let's hear it, Player 2. That's correct. Choose again, Player 2. Surf the Internet Hostel or the Marriott Hostel. Note the lack of an extra R and T in Marriott. In this Bulgarian capital. Yes, Player 1. Good for you. Player 1, back to you. $66 plus 32. Player 3.
Yeah!
Yep. You again, Player 3. 73 minus 14. It's Player 1. You got it. You get to pick again, player 1. 148 divided by 4. Let's hear it, player 1. Right. Please pick again, player 1. 17 times 6. Okay, player 3. That is correct. Select again. 23 plus 8 minus 16. It's player 2. Right. Player 2, back to you for our next selection. In an animated 1987 TV special, this space-age family traveled back in time to meet the Flintstones. Yes, player 1. That is correct. We return to you, player 1. In the pilot for this 60s sitcom, Jed and Jethro first meet Mr. Drysdale when he comes to get them out of jail. Okay, player 2. You are correct. Player 2, you pick a... It's the Daily Double. You're in second place, so what is your wager going to be? So, what's your wager? Answer? The 1973 TV season gave us Richard Roundtree as this super cool private eye he'd played on film. That's correct. Player 2, pick again. According to his theme song, Mr. This will never speak unless he has something to say. Let's hear it, player 1. Correct. Choose again, player 1. In the 50s, this movie Tarzan was still hanging out with a chimp, but he wore more than a loincloth as TV's Jungle Jim. Player 3. Right. Player 3, pick again. Formaggio is this dairy product? It's player 2. That's it. Please pick again, player 2. This food staple is pane. Let's hear it, player 3. Right you are. Player 3, back to you. This body part is il piede. Okay, player 3. You got it. You get to pick again, player 3. This quadruped is un cavallo. Yes, player 2. Yes. You again, player 2. This day of the week is martedì. Player 1. You are correct. Choose again, player 1. The largest in area. Yes, player 2. Good. Player 2. It's 90% Catholic. It's player 1. Right. Player 1, back to you. The most populous. Okay, player 1. Good for you. Select again. It has 2 official languages. Let's hear it. Player 2. Correct. Here's the $1,000 clue for you. Ruled by an emperor from 1864 to 1867. Player 3. Correct. The selection will be yours, Player 3, when we return from this break. And we have 2 daily doubles awaiting you in these categories. Double Talk. Oscars, Wild. Characters in Literature. Salmon. This and That. And the 1930s. Player 3, you're in last place, which means you get to select first in Double Jeopardy. Check it out. It's how I refer to my flashy diamonds and gold chains. It's Player 1. Hey, you're right. We return to you, Player 1. The OED defines it as faint or barely audible speech. Okay, Player 1. Good. Please pick again, Player 1. Answer. The first of the 2 daily doubles. You are in the lead right now. How much? Here is your daily double clue. Scandalous 19th century French dance. That puts you even further ahead. We return to you, Player 1. In the 1950s, this secret militant movement opposed British rule in Kenya. Let's hear it, Player 1. Yep. Player 1, you pick a... In a children's song, Dear Little Nellie is way down yonder in this fruit patch. Player 2. That is correct. You again, Player 2. We liked her. We really liked her when this actress won for Places in the Heart in 1985. Yes, Player 3. Yes. Player 3, back in 1992, proving he could keep up with the younger crowd, he did one-armed push-ups, accepting his City Slickers Oscar. It's Player 2. Yeah, good. Player 2. Back. He's the SNL guy, and you're not, who opened the 1988 show with, Good evening, Hollywood phonies. He never hosted again. Let's hear it, Player 2. That's correct. Choose again, Player 2. This American Beauty nominee nearly had a pregnant pause at the 2000 show. She was due with her 4th at any moment. Okay, Player 3. Yes. Select again. Disney sued the Academy for unflattering use of this character after a 1989 duet with her and Rob Lowe. Player 1. That's it. Player 1, pick again. This treacherous pirate in Treasure Island has a pet parrot named Captain Flint. Yes, Player 2. Right you are. You get to pick again, player. A gray spider named Charlotte brings about a series of miracles to keep this pig from the butcher's knife. Let's hear it, player one. Right. Choose again, player one. Let's go over to Kelly.
The traditional masks of comedy and tragedy were used by characters in ancient Greek drama. They're thought to have represented the twin sides of this god of wine and revelry.
Player one. That's correct. Player one, you pick. Tom Sawyer saw him murder Dr. Robinson in the cemetery and testified against him in court. It's player two. That's right. Way to go. We return to you, player two. Answer. The second daily double. You're in second now, but with an opportunity to catch up a bit. What'll it be? Here is your clue. This E.L. Doctorow title character joins Dutch Schultz's gang as a 15-year-old in 1930s New York City. That is correct. Player two, back to you for our next selection. Fish ladders help salmon travel upstream over these man-made obstructions. Okay, player one. Right. Player one, pick again. Salmon are members of the same family as the speckled or brook variety of this fish. Yes, player three. Good. Player three, back to you. World Book says this country leads the world in salmon fishing with more than 450,000 tons caught each year. Player three. That's correct. Please pick again, player Weighing up to 100 pounds, this large type of salmon shares its name with a warm, dry wind. Yes, player one. That is correct. You get to pick again, player one. When it gets its silvery scales and migrates to the sea for the first time, a young salmon is called this. Okay, player three. Yes. Select again. In September of 1916, during World War I's Battle of the Somme, the British rolled out this new weapon. Let's hear it, player one. Right you are. You again, player one. Officially adopted in 1919, the Polish flag is made up of red and this color, just like Switzerland's. It's player one. Right. You get to pick again, player one. New York City Mayor John V. Lindsay quipped that it enables young ladies to run faster, and because of it, they may have to. Yes, player one. You are correct. Player one, pick again. Shooting this while surfing is riding with part of the wave overhead surrounding you. Let's hear it, player one. That's right. Way to go. You again, player one. Here's Kelly. She'll show you.
In suburban planning, green space created by curved streets and houses with varying setbacks is called this, also a small sheltered bay.
Okay, player three. That's it. Please pick again, player three. W.H. Auden wrote of this Civil War-torn country, "History to the defeated may say, alas, but cannot help nor pardon." Player two. Right. Select again. As the Depression hit Europe, this figure in Belgium went from 5.4% in 1930 to 23.5% in 1932. It's player three. You got it. We return to you, player three. Melvin Purvis gained fame, more than Hoover liked, as head of the FBI's office in this city. Okay, player three. Good for you. Player three, you pick a... In August of 1939, Germany signed a non-aggression pact with this nation. It's player two. Good. Now let's take a look at that $2,000 clue, shall we? In 1932, he said Huey Long and Douglas MacArthur were the two most dangerous men in the country. Player three. That's correct. You all move on to Final Jeopardy, which will continue after these messages. So much depends on how you do in the Final Jeopardy category, which today is Artists. Please enter your wager. Each direction on the plus control pad represents a different response. Press a direction to select an answer. All right, players, this is what it comes down to. Here is the Final Jeopardy clue. In 1881, he wrote to Émile Zola, "I must soon leave Véteuil, and I'm looking for a pretty place by the Seine." What did you put as your response? How much do you add to your total with that correct response? Let's see your response.
Yeah.
And that correct response will add... What did you say? And this correct response will add how much to your score? Congratulations, player one. You are our new champion. Thanks for playing. We'll see you next time.